City Board of Assessment Review. Today is Monday, February 9th, and just want to remind everybody that the meetings are can be viewed live on YouTube, and also you can go back and watch the recording of it as well. And with that, let me just do a roll call. My name is Joe Saya.
Sue Straub.
Carl Masterpole.
William Ippolito.
Bill Ryan.
Ann Gallagher.
Okay, beautiful. And we've got our first petitioner. Yeah, if you want to, do you want to come up? Okay. Good morning, how are you? Good. So what I'll do is I'm just going to swear you in. I'm going to swear Ann in also initially here, and then read in the property, and we'll go from there. So if you both can raise your right hand, state your name for the record.
Cheyenne Talbert.
Ann Gallagher.
Do you both affirm to tell the truth and give accurate information to the best of your ability?
Yes.
I do.
Okay, very good. Okay, so again, we've got 104 Coffee Drive, and let me just read in some information, and then we'll go from there. We got the petition here. This is a one-bedroom house. Let me just get a little information. Current tentative assessed value, $56,000. Not a big deal. We don't have land value on here. Does anybody have that?
I do not.
Do not have land, okay. Actually, to tell you the truth, there is no land values at all. Yeah. That would be, that would be good. Okay, very good. So we'll come back to that. That would be a full market value of 107,692. Based on the $56,000 tentative assessment. Petitioner believes the assessed value should be $15,600 based on a $30,000 full market value. Let me just see if I can pick anything off here. Over 10 years ago, it was purchased for $10,000. And that's about it for the most part as far as what we have there. And so this is probably a rental for you. Okay. And so you bought it about 10 years ago. Any major improvements?
None at all.
Okay.
They haven't updated the kitchen or the bath. Did put a little fence around it. Other than that.
Okay. And so it's rented.
Mm-hmm.
What? Just some particulars on that.
6 1/4.
6 1/4, and then I assume they pay their own utilities.
Yeah.
Okay. So 6 1/4, but it's a one-bedroom. Living room.
When you come in, there's the kitchen, and the living room, and then the bedroom, and the bath.
Square footage.
I don't even think it's over 600 square feet.
Okay.
We have 568.
It's a
568.
real tiny place.
It's tiny.
Okay.
The street is like a driveway. Coffee is like a driveway, and then you got my house on the right and another house on the left.
Okay. Was this a reassessment?
So I believe, did you speak with Matt OJ about this prior to?
I think like a year or two ago.
Yeah, so I believe Matt was going to, this is under review. I think we do acknowledge it's very small. I do have a sale for 106 on Morgan. It is a little bit bigger, so I think we will have a recommendation once the commissioner, because the commissioner's familiar. I wasn't sure what kind of rent you were getting, but I think we will probably may have a recommendation for the board, because Matt mentioned it, so I think he's aware of this, because I believe he spoke to Mr. Talbot prior, a year ago or so, so.
Okay, all right. So I think we've got, does anybody have any questions?
Here's some comps, again, all of those comparables are bigger, so.
Probably
But we do-
bigger, and then also I wonder if the street is
Yeah,
comparable
'cause-
based on what you're saying. That it's kind of like a
Literally, yeah,
a
two
smaller
houses, yeah.
road or driveway, if you will, like you're saying. Okay, that sounds good. So I think Matt was going to be here this morning?
Yes,
or-
we have a couple people down with the flu, so.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
all right, so fair enough. So he can't speak to it today. But, so it sounds like Ann's going to confer with him, and then
Yes.
you'll get back to us on
Yep.
a recommendation, and then we'll kind of take everything that you said into consideration.
Okay.
All right, and then the city will send a notice first week of April. Okay?
Yep. Y'all have a good day. Try and stay warm.
Yes.
Stay well.
Vitamin C.
Take it. Take it.
Oh, really?
What's that, Bill?
What's that?
He said he was hit by a taxi cab in Aruba.
Oh, I didn't hear what he said.
Yeah,
Wow.
3 years ago.
Oh. It gets all crazy driving there, yeah. Rotaries all over the place.
Well, I was hoping that the railroads would be here early, but
Oh, okay, 9:30. I didn't look at that.
second, the gentleman that was next rescheduled this morning. His car wouldn't stop, so, you know.
Happened to my daughter's car a couple times. It's like, again? I even got her one of the portable batteries, and she still doesn't know how to use it.
inside. So to do that, now this morning, I couldn't. It only automatic start once. So I was out of luck this morning. I had to go out to a cold car.
Why would it only
It
automatic
only
start?
does it once.
Period?
Like I did it yesterday. I started it just
Yeah.
to have it running for a little while. I wasn't even out there. And
Thank you.
And then it shut off.
Okay.
But now if you go to try it again,
Without using the car.
Right, so
Once
you
reach-
have to,
Once you go out and drive the car, then
and then it
Yeah.
restarts it.
right.
Okay,
It'll only auto start
okay.
one time.
Thank you.
That's not good luck, because my daughter's car, I could restart it like as many times as I wanted. Because it would kick off after 15 minutes, and I just
Yeah.
do it again, and keep it
I
going.
used to be able to in the past. It's this car, well, and my last car too did the same thing. So I don't know if,
Maybe it's because they realized car batteries are probably dying or something, and they didn't want to deal with it. Because if you don't drive it, the batteries is not going to get recharged as much.
right.
I am going to leave one over here because I figure railroad.
Good, thank you.
Is this different than what?
It's got the land value on there.
Oh, thanks.
We're not going to say, anything about the lack of preparedness this morning. I think Meg was going to say something, but I figured, I'll just chime in.
Say something to me in executive session.
Even though I brought you coffee.
I was just
you
gonna
take
say,
home.
don't mess up the coffee deal.
That's right. I'm going to have to start charging.
Still remember my grandmother's house, she had one of the old turning grinders in her kitchen for the coffee. So she'd buy a whole bean and we'd just be grinding there in the kitchen.
Yep, absolutely. Put 8,100 in for the land value on the sheet here, just an FYI. I think what I'm gonna do is get rid of this one.
Now, if you actually were using that Gen AI they had on the Super Bowl commercial, you could just reprint the sheet and add in land value and it would have printed.
I did like the one with Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah, that was funny one
Yeah.
too, yeah.
I always like the Budweiser, like that one there.
Clydesdale.
That was
We were
great.
just talking about it earlier. I actually missed it,
Oh,
but, you know.
yeah, that was really cool with the bird, the eagle. But no, overall, I mean, we said it earlier, midway through the Super Bowl, that nothing crazy as far as the commercials were concerned.
I actually had one of the Clydesdale at the stadium with an eagle mount there. Yeah.
I wasn't sure, but I assumed it was at the stadium.
It looked like it.
Yeah.
It definitely looked like it was a stadium.
Hopefully they weren't affected by the substation next door.
See Fort McClellan, Alabama, Fort Hood, Texas, Fort Bliss, Texas, Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri, West Point, Washington D.C. twice, Maxwell Air Force Base in Alabama, another Air Force Base in Sumter, South Carolina, Hawaii. I was in Hawaii. And then Czech Republic.
Over how many years were you?
30.
30, wow.
Averaged about move every 2 years, just a little bit over every 2 years. 2 daughters.
So, you have some Army brats.
Yep, they, you know, I like to say it is hard because you change schools so often as a kid, but it also allows you to make friends quicker than other
Yes.
people can because you've
Well,
had to do it over.
Right.
Well, and the advantage that you have in that situation is you're with a bunch of other
Yeah.
people who are also doing the same thing. It's not like, you know,
A couple times we lived across the street from the elementary school my youngest daughter was going to, which was really easy, just to walk across the street.
Yeah.
So hopefully it continues to go.
So you're familiar with the north side. I lived in the 500 block of Ash Street, and I went to Our Lady of Pompeii. So I went as a little kid, I walked home for lunch.
When I was in elementary school and then middle school, the schools were halfway between my house and my house and my grandmother's house was halfway in between. So each day for school it was like 3 or 4 blocks. We'd walk to my grandmother's house, she'd make us breakfast because my aunt was the same age as us. And so we'd go there, have breakfast, and then we'd go to school.
Yeah, those were the good old days, huh?
Yeah. And now the elementary school I went to, Heem Street's now like a retirement home. They converted it into, and then St. Matthew's that my mother went, that's where my mother and her brothers and sisters went. That, they turned that school into a condo place, and some of it's for affordable housing.
I was just reading something about that, yeah.
I don't agree with their definition of affordable housing because it was way more than it should have been. Most people can't afford it.
Yeah.
It's over the what's considered low income. It's over that by probably 50,000.
Oh. I was just reading this, and Meg had told me that my father was at for a nursing home, so I went by Nob Hill Apartments quite a bit in the month of December. And I didn't realize what a mess it
My
is.
mother was living there until November of 23 because we had bought our house and we were still in Washington D.C. at the time, and I don't want an empty house. So I told my mother she can move in there. She just pays a utility. That's it. And so she moved out of Nob Hill, and they were still having days without heat then. Not as bad as it is right now.
Yeah, wow, that's, I mean, and, you know, it's funny, the article said, you know, it was so nice back in the day, they called it Snob Hill.
And now it's foreclosure too. For
Yeah,
like 50 million
what a,
payments or
what
something.
a. Well, you know, you get these companies, management companies or owners that are out of state, some out of the country, and they just don't care.
And as it gets older and older, if you don't pay the money to upkeep them, and that's one thing I worry about the shopping town development they're gonna do is, I mean, they're gonna have housing, and it's gonna guarantee be some type of housing. But if you don't keep it up, then it's gonna become another slum area.
Yep.
And
Yep.
does nobody any justice. Now, you need affordable housing, but you want decent affordable housing,
Of
not
course.
slum.
Yep, yep. That sounds like a big problem for the new mayor to deal with this,
I was taking a course at SU, and the county executive came in and talked to us, and he had this big, talking about affordable housing, they have all this stuff to work in. So afterward, I looked it up online, even his own administration doesn't count like 90% of the projects he claims are gonna happen, because they haven't even gotten to the permitting phase. And so many of them drop off, especially in Syracuse area. They simply drop
absolutely,
off.
yep.
And one of the big problems is the northern communities do not want to rezone. And because they don't want this
Right.
influx of people, which I can understand their feeling, but they're gonna have to build somewhere. So if they don't build something, their property is just gonna go skyrocket, and you can't buy it there anymore.
Right.
Because there's so little. So
I was skeptical of that Hart Lyman deal for a long time.
Know who you're here for? In the rest of the day.
one of the times we moved to Missouri
So
just
we
after I got
definitely
married.
have less
And
here.
we got a 3-bedroom, single-family home. It was only like 100,000 in Missouri.
I feel
Anything for that.
like
Yeah, yeah.
there
And that was we built,
two
brand new
sheets.
built. Now, it wasn't the greatest amenities, and it was a dirt road up front, but still, it was reasonable price.
It seemed like,
And you know you're not gonna be there forever.
Yeah. We actually closed on the sale the day before we were driving away. It was that, that close.
so that's why the sheet, yeah, all right,
Yeah.
I got you.
We've only purchased 2 homes in our whole life. Because you move so often, it's hard to sell them, unless you want to become a landlord. We really didn't want to.
Right, yeah.
And so we would just rent, rent and rent. It turned out it's much better, you don't worry about the maintenance. And you get a little bit better house for a little bit cheaper money.
Did you want coffee? I didn't ask. Still got the,
That's what a lot of the military folks do. They'll move around, they'll buy a house, they'll keep it and rent it out. They'll buy rent, and they build up this whole portfolio of houses. I had one person, his family stayed in Houston, Texas, and he would move around all these assignments, and he
Are
couldn't
you,
afford to go back
the
and
only
visit
one
often
coming? Is the
because he
other
claimed it
gal
was a business
coming, or-
expense Because they had a lot of property.
Okay.
just
Yep,
you
yep.
today?
So
Okay.
he was able to get that
All
involved.
right, give us a minute. I think Ann is here. Matt's not coming. All right, why don't you come on up, and then we'll just kind of figure out what we're going to do.
Melanie, oh, okay, all right. I'm sorry,
Yeah, no, that's fine. Glad to have you, of course. So what I'll do is I'll swear you in. I'm thinking, what we've done in the past, as you might remember, is read everything in, or actually, maybe I would have you give an opening statement, read everything in, and then if there's something specific that has to be said about a particular one, of course. I'm assuming we can do it however you want. If you want to do each one individually, that's okay too.
That sounds great. Here, I'll scoot this.
There's
Yes.
a list there for you.
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, I think just grouping them all together, and I can give an opening statement. I'll keep it short.
No, that's fine. No problem. You take your time. There's nobody after this gentleman, so no, the floor is yours. There's no problem there. All right, so let's swear you in. If you could raise your right hand, state your name for the record.
Nolan Kokoris with Bond, Chenik and King.
You affirm to tell the truth and give accurate information to the best of your ability.
Yes, I do.
Okay, very good. Okay, so these are all the railroads, and what would be helpful as I'm reading in, if there are any that are in litigation, if you can let us know. Are there?
They all are.
They all
Yeah.
are. All right, okay, well, you don't have to let us know on each one then, that's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. So at least we know. And all right. So why don't you go ahead with your opening statement, and then I've got a question or two. Then we'll read them in and go from there.
Okay. Well, thank you for the opportunity to be heard today, and for the good work you do as a board. We represent, as you know, the New York Susquehanna and Western Railroad. I'm okay. Thank you, though. I appreciate it. So the properties under review all contain railroad track. They're railroad parcels in the city of Syracuse. Under New York state law, the assessed value of railroads is set to a maximum dollar limit per jurisdiction per railroad company. As with previous years, this dollar figure is a ceiling on the assessment. It's the most that the properties can be assessed, but apart from that, the city is still tasked with valuing and assigning an assessed value to these properties as they would with other properties, meaning that if the city determines that the full value of the properties is lower than the ceiling set by New York State, then by law it should assess the properties at what it determines to be the full market value. So with our assessment grievances this year, we've submitted a packet with various information on the income received from the railroad properties, along with tax returns and other related documents.
Okay.
In the
I am seeing that.
in the packet, it was prepared by the president of the railroad. He went through and identified what the various sources of income are for the railroad company as a whole, and then went through several different potential capitalization rates for that income, and each of which would result in a full market value that's significantly lower than the market value at which the properties are assessed this year. So, relying on this income capitalization information, we believe that the assessed values of the properties collectively should be reduced to reflect the full market value that the income information submitted shows for the properties. As I mentioned before, these are all currently in litigation. We've got a couple years now of proceedings on these, so these are all the same parcels that are involved in the pending litigation.
And do you want to say anything initially?
Yeah, so part of the how the ceiling is looked at, like Nolan said, the state comes through and says the ceiling is X amount. Anything over the ceiling that we currently have assessed is made exempt. So this, they're still only paying the ceiling. With that being said, I believe we are getting closer to making a counter offer, according to the commissioner. But just, I mean, I have a list of Nolan, I don't know if you want to see this. We do match on the ceiling, and then everything in addition is exempt. I think the issue more and more is just what the assessment should be. So we are going to make a counteroffer, before the end of the hearings, just so the board knows. So the board knows, and the railroad and the firm knows that there will be some type of contact. And we did put in there is currently an ordinance to correct back in the 24 roll. So that is in the works. Melanie had sent that it wasn't, the exemptions weren't there, but it's there. So that's why I gave you that. Just so I wasn't, because it is a little confusing as far as the ceiling and then the exemption. And so, but yes, there will be a counteroffer. But I just want they are taxable for just whatever the ceiling is of the 4 million. So.
Okay. All right.
And are there other outstanding years prior to 2024?
2024 is the first year, I believe.
So everything else is resolved?
Yeah, apart from 25.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, so this counter will be on 2025.
2020, well, we'll figure that out, yes.
Okay. Okay, all right. So,
Can I just ask a quick question? In that, I did not have a chance to look at those numbers. Are the properties with, this is all of them, so are the properties with the billboards, is the income from the billboards in that financial statement?
Yeah, so
Okay.
the billboard revenue is identified. I forget what they identify it as. I think it's real property
So
income.
some of these properties have a billboard.
which we remember from last
Right.
year.
So I think we're going into the direction of breaking out the billboards, so then the railroad can just say, okay, Lamar, here's your bill for this billboard. We
Yeah, I
have
think-
not done that. But
Okay.
that is also part of the,
Yeah, because I remember
make
that
things
was.
easier.
Okay, so that has to come from you.
correct.
Okay, because I remember we talked about that, and that was something that you guys definitely wanted to try to achieve, so then, yes, it'd be easier just to say, Lamar, you're responsible for this, and so on and so forth. So, okay, all right, but that's something on your end. Okay. Okay, then I'm sure these are in the order that's on the sheet. Is that okay if we do it
Sure.
that way?
Yeah, no particular order preferences, so however you have them.
Okay, all right, so what I'm gonna do is read each property off with some pertinent information as far as numbers are concerned. and we will take it from there. Okay, so first property is 522 Renwick Ave. Sizer Street. Okay. So this is Ceiling Railroad. Current tentative assessed value 22,400 with a land value of 22,400. Petitioner believes the fair market value is $3,584 with an assessed value of $1,864. Just on this first one, just looking through the application just to see. And I think based on the thickness, you supplied one copy, which is good, you know, as far as what you submitted, and that's in this first file here. And that's your stuff.
Yeah, these are just duplicates.
Okay, very good. All right, then we have 339 Woodland Ave. This is a Ceiling Railroad, current tentative assessed value, 508,600 with a land value of 508,600. Petitioner believes the fair market value is $81,376, and that is an assessed value of $42,316. And we have 425 East Colvin Street. Ceiling Railroad, current tentative assessed value $421,800. Land value $421,800. Petitioner believes the fair market value is $67,488. That would be an assessed value of $35,094. Next property, 420 East Colvin Street. Ceiling Railroad, current tentative assessed value $40,200 with a land value of $40,200. Petitioner believes the fair market value is $6,432. That would be an assessed value of $3,345. 229 East Brighton Avenue. This is a Ceiling Railroad. Current tentative assessed value $54,400 with a land value of $54,400. Petitioner believes the fair market value is $8,704 with an assessed value of $4,526. 300 East Brighton Avenue, Ceiling Railroad, current tentative assessed value $337,200, $337,200 with a land value of $316,500. So this is where one of the billboards, I'm assuming. Yeah. Okay. Petitioner believes the fair market value is $53,952. And the assessed value on that would be $28,055. 238 Ainsley Drive Rear. This is Ceiling Railroad. Current tentative assessed value $2,700 with a land value of $2,700. Petitioner believes the fair market value is $432. That's an assessed value of $225. 631 East Brighton Avenue. Current tentative assessed value $502,000 with a land value of $502,000. Petitioner believes the fair market value is $80,320. an assessed value of $41,766. We have 900 Montgomery Street, Ceiling Railroad, current tentative assessed value $138,000 with a land value of $128,000. Current tentative, petitioner believes the fair market value is $22,080, and that would be an assessed value of $11,482. $1,100 South State Street, Ceiling Railroad, current tentative assessed value $171,000 with a land value of $150,000. Petitioner believes the fair market value is $27,360 with an assessed value of $14,227. $300 East Taylor Street, Ceiling Railroad, current tentative assessed value $168,000 with a land value of $150,000. Petitioner believes the fair market value is $26,880, and that would be an assessed value of $13,978. $1212 South McBride Street, Ceiling Railroad, current tentative assessed value $186,500 with a land value of $170,000. Petitioner believes the fair market value is $29,840 with an assessed value of $15,517. $507 Burt Street, Ceiling Railroad, current tentative assessed value $173,400 with a land value of $160,000. Property owner's estimate of fair market value $27,744 with an assessed value of $14,427. 518 Renwick Ave, Ceiling Railroad, current tentative assessed value $217,000 with a land value of $170,000. Petitioner believes the fair market value is $34,720. That would be an assessed value of $18,054. $200-16 West Adams Street, Ceiling Railroad, current tentative assessed value $283,300, land value $250,000. Petitioner believes the fair market value is $45,328 with an assessed value of $23,571. 201 West Adams Street, Ceiling Railroad, current tentative assessed value $922,000 with a land value of $860,000. Petitioner believes the fair market value is $147,520, and that's an assessed value of $76,710. $802 South Salina Street, Ceiling Railroad, current tentative assessed value $457,600 with a land value of $420,000. Petitioner believes the fair market value is $73,216, and the assessed value is $38,072. $212 Southwest Street, the Ceiling Railroad, current tentative assessed value $151,000 with a land value of $126,000. Petitioner believes the fair market value is $24,160. That would be an assessed value of $12,563. 223-29 Southwest Street. It's a ceiling railroad. Current tentative assessed value $5,700 with a land value of $5,700. Property owner's estimate of fair market value is $912. That would be an assessed value of $474. 101 Dickerson Street. The ceiling railroad, current tentative assessed value is $66,900 with a land value of $66,900. Estimate of fair market value for the petitioner is $10,704 with an assessed value of $5,566. 540 South Clinton Street, ceiling railroad, current tentative assessed value $1,070,000 with a land value of $870,000. Petitioner believes the fair market value is $171,200, and that would be an assessed value of $89,024. 340 West Jefferson Street, ceiling railroad, current tentative assessed value $424,000 with a land value of $270,000. Petitioner believes the fair market value is $67,840, and that would be an assessed value of $35,277. 115 South Geddes Street. It's a ceiling railroad, current tentative assessed value $1,211,000 with a land value of $1,161,000. Petitioner believes the fair market value is $193,760. That would be an assessed value of $100,755. 1430 West Genesee Street. It is a ceiling railroad, current tentative assessed value at $184,500, land value of $184,500. Petitioner believes the fair market value is $29,600 with an assessed value of $15,392. 1037 West Hiawatha Boulevard rear, ceiling railroad, current tentative assessed value $1,075,000 with a land value of $700,000. Petitioner believes the fair market value is $175,200, and that would be an assessed value of $91,104. 1429 West Genesee Street, ceiling railroad, current tentative assessed value $113,000 with a land value of $113,000. Petitioner believes the fair market value is $27,680, and that would be an assessed value of $14,394. 1008 Erie Boulevard West rear, ceiling railroad, current tentative assessed value $428,000 with a land value of $300,000. Petitioner believes the fair market value is $68,480, and that would be an assessed value of $35,610. 112 South Geddes Street. This is a ceiling railroad. Current tentative assessed value $55,000 with a land value of $45,000. Petitioner believes the fair market value is $8,800, and that would be an assessed value of $4,576. 116-18 South Geddes Street. This is a ceiling railroad, current tentative assessed value of $140,600 with a land value of $140,600. Petitioner believes the fair market value is $24,048, and that would be an assessed value of $12,505. 1034 West Hiawatha Boulevard rear. This is a ceiling railroad. Current tentative assessed value $5,300 with a land value of $5,300. Petitioner believes the fair market value is $848. That would be an assessed value of $441. 1038 West Hiawatha Boulevard. This is a ceiling railroad. Current tentative assessed value is $7,800 with a land value of $7,800. Petitioner believes the fair market value is $1,248. That would be an assessed value of $649. 1038 West Hiawatha Boulevard rear. This is a ceiling railroad. Current tentative assessed value $30,000 with a land value of $15,800. Petitioner believes the fair market value is $4,800, and that would be an assessed value of $2,496. That is all properties. Let's take a peek at the list here. Okay. I believe we have them all.
Yes.
Okay. And just to reiterate, they're all in litigation currently, and the city is planning on having a counteroffer while we're still in session. And so is there anything that you want us add, say in closing? Happy to turn the floor back over to you.
Nothing further to add.
Nothing further, okay,
All set.
okay. All right.
Couple
Oh,
quick
yes,
questions.
yeah,
What was the
absolutely.
capitalization rate you used for your assessed values?
So ours was, our claimed valuations and the grievances were based on I think it was the 9% capitalization rate. It was the most conservative of the three that the railroad used in their packet.
And what was your value based on? Was it best use, current use?
Exactly, yes. We haven't reviewed these values. We've spoken, we had some meetings. That's why we're going to, counteroffer. And yeah.
Any other questions?
I'm just, I guess for information purposes, what criteria is used to determine the ceiling rate?
So my understanding is that the state obtains an appraisal. We haven't seen the appraisal. We've requested it, and they claim no files are in their possession responsive to our request. So frankly, I'm not entirely sure. It's supposed to be based on an appraisal value of the properties, which is the current market value. But as to how they reach their figure, I'm not sure that anyone outside of the state knows.
So potentially, there's a correlation then between the ceiling rate and the assessment.
Yeah, in a perfect world, that would be the exact market rate.
That's what it sounded like, but, okay, thank you.
Yep.
All right. Well, thank you very much for coming in. You don't have any time frame on you'll be reaching out to them?
Correct, yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So at some point while we're either in session or deliberating or what have you?
Yes.
Okay. All right, that sounds great. Thank you again for coming in. Really appreciate your time.
Thank you for your time.
Yes, absolutely.
Take care.
Have a good day.
Salted you didn't want to try the coffee.
Well, you were talking earlier about whether you were gonna poison it.
If I have more than one cup, I get a little too feisty. I gotta make sure I keep
I'm gonna remember that for next year.
So does Joe.
Poisoning was just for Michelle.
Wasting it, it's not gonna work.
Because I was not successful yesterday, so. Okay, so I will turn these back over to Michelle. Okay, that'll take care of everybody that was scheduled for today. There was one petitioner that had some issues and is planning on rescheduling. So other than that, thank you very much, and that'll close out today's session. Yes, thank you. And I got